Chapter number 9, Learning a Lesson. I sure do hope she did learn a lesson. Finally, Mrs. put my devil horn hat back on my head. Here, she said, this will be the only hat you're going to need to wear today. I promise. After that, we went back into room 9, and Mrs. told a teensy-weensy fib. Boys and girls, may I have your attention, please? Junie B is starting to get the sniffles, and so I'm going to allow her to wear her hat in class. She looked at that meanie Jim. All day, Jim. She's going to wear it all day, and no one is going to touch it, she said. Not anyone. I jumped out of my seat. Yeah, Jim, you can't even touch it with your little baby pinky finger. Right, Mrs.? Right? Right, said Mrs. Not even at recess. Right, Mrs.? Mrs. sucked her cheeks in. Yes, Junie B., right. And not when I'm getting a drink at the water fountain, and not when I'm bending down to tie my shoes, and not when I'm walking to the pencil sharpener, and not when I'm plain just sitting in my chair, and not when I'm working in my workbook, and not when I'm practicing my alphabet, and not when... Okay, we get the picture, said Mrs. I smoothed my dress. All righty then. And I said real nice. After that, I sat in my chair and I worked in my workbook and I played at recess and I went to the water fountain and no one touched my hat. After school, Daddy came to room 9 to get me. I was surprised to see that guy. Daddy, I didn't even know you were coming to get me today, and so this day turned out better than I thought. Daddy stared at my hat. All of a sudden, my stomach did not feel so good about this situation. He reached down and he took it off my head and he quick closed his eyes. Have you ever seen a grown-up do that when they go, I wonder what Daddy's thinking. Lovely, he said. After that, he picked me up and he carried me to the car. I tapped on him. Did you really mean it's lovely? Or was that kind of like a little joke? I asked, kind of nervous. Daddy didn't answer my question. Instead, he buckled me in my seatbelt and we started to drive. We drove and drove for a real long time, and finally we pulled into a parking lot. I looked out the window. Daddy! Hey, Daddy! It's the beauty shop with Maxine! Daddy took me right inside, and guess what? Maxine was waiting for me. She did a smile. It looks like someone gave herself a little trim, she said. I felt kind of shy of her. It didn't turn out even, Steven, I said. Maxine ruffled my hair, and then she put me in her giant spinny chair, and she sprayed my hair with water. And after that, she snipped and snipped and snipped and snipped and snipped and snipped and snipped. And finally, she put gel in my hair, and she blowed me dry. I looked at myself in the big mirror. Hey, what do you know? No more sprigs, I said. How did you do that, Maxine? How did you do that? Maxine winked at Daddy. Years of practice, she said. Daddy leaned close to my face. Years and years and years of practice, he said. After that, he lifted me down from the chair. You see how nice your haircut looks? And he gave Maxine some more dollars, and me and him drove home again. After we got to my house, Daddy came into my room with me, and he took my extra scissors off my desk, and he put them in his pocket. Sorry, Daddy. Sorry. sorry I cut my own hair, I said. He did a sigh. I know you're sorry, Junie B, he said. I just hope you learned a lesson from all of this. I did, Daddy, I said. I did learn a lesson. I mean it, I mean it, I mean it. Daddy kissed my head. 'Cause that guy still loves me. That's why. After he left my room, I looked at my hair some more. It was the cutest hair I ever even saw. Just then, my whole face lighted up. Hey, I'm the one who got this whole haircut started. And so, maybe I can be a beauty shop guy after all, I said, real thrilled. I tapped on my chin. Yeah, only what happens when I grow up and I have to practice some more? What will I use to cut with? I looked at my desk, very curious, and then I tippy-toed over there real quiet. And I searched my hands all around in the drawer, and all of a sudden, I smiled kind of sneaky. 'Cause guess what? More extra scissors. That's what. Oh no. So Junie B. Jones said that she learned a lesson, but she's already thinking about what to do with those extra scissors. Do you think she really learned her lesson? I hope she did. And remember, friends, we never, ever, ever cut our own hair, right? So maybe Junie B. Jones didn't learn a lesson, but maybe we can.